Hi everybody, welcome back to Mando Lessons. In this series, and this is lesson 1 in that series, I'm just going to be doing a couple quick videos on using a metronome. So if you've heard of metronomes, or even if you haven't, they're great practice aids and can really help you work on any number of things, from getting faster to kind of solidifying your rhythm, to working on different rhythms, playing in time, all sorts of different things you can do. And they're great tools, but they can also be a little confusing to use, and I can just show you how I go about using them, and everybody uses them a little bit different, but I'll go through how I like to use metronomes and kind of keep it fun for myself. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. If you're interested in more lessons like learning some tunes or some songs, check out mandolessons.com, where I put out a new lesson every week at mandolessons.com, as well as on YouTube here. And it's all free. Tabs, standard notation, play-along tracks, videos are all free, and there is a donate button, a couple different ways to donate if that's your choosing. But for now, let's get back to talking about metronomes. So there's a couple ways you can go about getting a metronome. One is you can buy this is a digital metronome. I honestly don't know a whole lot about it, but it's got an on button and a couple different dials, and you can change the speed. Or you might have an old-fashioned one. I don't have one of those, but it's kind of this pyramid shape, and it's got a little swinging pendulum. Also, because this is the 21st century, you can get metronome apps on your phone. So I'm not sure for Android, but I've got an iPhone, and I've got an app. I think it was a free app called Metro Timer, and it looks like this. Try to get that so you can see it, and you can make it go, hopefully, here. There we go. Change the speed. All kinds of stuff. You can make it flash, but ultimately, so the main thing you're going to need to start working with a metronome is a metronome. So either you can also find them online. If you look up online, if you kind of Google on your computer online metronome, you'll come up with a couple different options. Pretty much anything you can do to kind of create a steady beat that you can change around to different speeds is going to be most helpful. So maybe in this first lesson, what I'll do is I'll just set a beat and sort of talk about the main function of a metronome. So I've got it currently set at 60 beats per minute, or you'll see BPM. And that just means it's beating once a second or 60 times every minute. And I'll just put this off screen, maybe somewhere where the microphone can still hear it. And the idea with the metronome is to just play a tune or a song that you know and stay in time with the beat. So maybe I'll use Flop-Eared Mule, which is a lesson you can find over on my website. So that was in time for the most part. It took me a couple seconds just to kind of get into the swing of things, and that's totally normal. You know, you might start, it might take a little bit just to sort of get used to playing along with this beat. One thing that can help is to count in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Etc. And really, what you're looking to do is find a nice, comfortable setting to play along with, so it's not too fast and not too slow. And that's a good place to start with the metronome. Another thing you can do, and I've talked about this in a different lesson, is you can use the metronome to work on getting faster, where you might find that comfortable speed and then turn it up a couple notches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe a little faster. yourself doing what I was just doing there and kind of struggling to keep up with the metronome, that means you're kind of moving too fast and you want to bring it back a couple beats, maybe back to here. And kind of get it at that comfortable speed, and then really just bring it up, you know, maybe one notch. So you're just going one notch faster. It might not even be perceptible how much faster it is. And just go nice and slow. Or nice and slowly up through, you know, don't make big jumps once you find a place that's too fast. Get to a nice, comfortable, fast speed where you can successfully play through the tune. And then slowly ratchet it up, and that'll really help you get better on the fast side of things. Another challenge is to bring it way down. So now I've got it down. Let's see, I'll bring it down to 42 beats per minute. So this is real fast. This is kind of normal, 60-ish, and then I'm bringing it way down. Bring it down to 42. So it's nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So as you can see right there, playing it that slow, you're really, I was struggling to sort of keep on time because there's so much space. You know, a lot of people think metronomes are good for getting faster. They're also really good practice for playing slowly and with good rhythm, because when you hear there's so much space, you get click, click, click. There's so much space between those clicks that it's hard to keep on a solid rhythm. That's really great practice to just slow it down and see how slow you can play and still nail kind of having the notes you're plucking come out at the same time as the beat coming out of the metronome. So that's a couple ways. You know, you got playing, keeping, metronomes are great for keeping at a constant, comfortable pace. They're good for pushing your speed a little bit, and they're great for slowing down. And you know, when I'm playing, I'm pretty flexible on, you know, you could take 60 beats per minute and say, all right, each one of these beats is going to be a quarter note. So it's so the kind of the slow notes of the tune are happening on the beats, and then when you get to fast sections, you get click, 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 and you have kind of a note in between the clicks. Or you can use that same speed, 60, 1 and 2 and. So now every one of those clicks is taking a half note's worth, or 2 quarter notes, or 4 eighth notes. So now you have 1, 2, sorry, how do I do this? So it's going to be click, 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 click. And so in those long sections, with the short notes that are quarter notes, you have 2, there's 4 quarter notes to start that tune, and you're having click, click, and then with the eighth notes, click, click. So when you're into the eighth note, kind of faster notes in the tune, there's going to be 4 eighth notes between clicks. So there's that kind of, you can use the same beat that's all on 60 beats per minute on the metronome, and you can still kind of have a lot of play in that. You can speed up and slow down kind of twice as fast. So again, don't want to make this too long, but playing at a comfortable speed, speeding up, slowing down, and kind of changing the internal speed of the tune of how long each one of those clicks on the metronome represents in the tune you're playing. So I hope this helps. Again, there'll be more lessons coming out every week, so do subscribe and check out mandolessons.com for more mandolin videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.